So the seventh trick, we can call it that. It's not a great trick as an idea, but it's very, very important and useful. So whenever you come across, so remember these two formulas. So cos theta, how it converts to cos square. Okay, that's a very, very important idea. So I'll repeat this idea. 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2, and for integration you will find that this is one of the most useful formulas. Okay, so this is cos square theta. 2 cos square theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta. But the way I usually think of it is cos square theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. You can convert a square into doubling of the angle. Okay, cos square theta, I'll convert it into 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. Because you see, for integration and for this, you will find that 2 theta is easy to do. Cos square may not be that easy to do. So it's always a good idea to convert it to this form. Okay. Similarly, you will find that sin square theta, you can write it as 1 minus cos 2 theta. It's always a cos. Okay, divided by 2. 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 is sin square theta. So whenever you have a sin square, rewrite it as 1 minus cos 2 theta. Whenever you have a cos square, read it as 1 plus cos 2 theta, of course by 2 with a corresponding factor. With trigonometry, remember, you can always do a multiplication by a constant. The point is, do you know where you are going? That's actually what you should be more keen or interested in. Okay, we have not yet used this cos 2 theta in tan form, that we will worry about later. Okay, so that is the thing that we will do maybe next class. But the more important idea is, how do you convert from a cos square into a cos? And then you know these formulas for sin 3 theta and cos 3 theta. So sin 3 theta is 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. But actually the way it's going to be useful is that if I write sin cube theta, look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that 4 sin cube theta to this side. And then I have 3 sin theta minus sin 3 theta. So write it as 3 sin theta minus sin 3 theta. Look at this, there's some pattern here. 3 sin theta minus sin 3 theta divided by 4. For the square, you are dividing by 2. For the cube, you are dividing by 4. Sin cube theta is 3 sin theta minus sin 3 theta. Either you remember this formula and derive it. Just remember the idea that you can go from sin cube to sin theta and sin 3 theta. You can go from cos square or sin square to cos 2 theta. And similarly, if I wanted to go from cos, let us say, cos cube theta, I wanted to convert. I don't like a cos cube. I want to convert it into cos theta and cos 3 theta, because you can do a lot of stuff with when it is not a cube. Okay, when it is just a simple cos theta or cos 3 theta, you know you can do many things. So look at this, look at that thing. So basically this comes to this side, right? So this is a minus 3 cos theta, right? So this will basically come to this side. So you write it as 3 cos theta plus cos 3 theta divided by 4. It's only a sum, just a sum. Actually, you can check this very quickly. How do I check this quickly? You can write this as 2 cos theta plus cos theta plus cos 3 theta. What is cos plus cos? 2 times cos of theta plus 3 theta by 2. So that is 4 theta by 2, which is 2 theta. Theta minus 3 theta by 2. So that is going to give me 2 theta by 2. So that is going to give me cos theta divided by 4. And can you see that I have a 2 cos theta that I can pull out? So 2 cos theta by 2 into 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. And this you know is cos square theta. This of course is just simply cos theta. So that matches with the cos cube theta. This is very quick for checking. But the key point is to remember that you can go from a sin cube to sin and sin 3 theta and cos cube to cos and cos 3 theta. Remembering the formulas are not enough. With trigonometry, you should know from which point can you go to which point. Right? So here you know that you can go from cube to just plain linear function. This is a linear function in sin theta and sin 3 theta. This is a cubic. Cubics are messy. Squares are messy. Linear is easy. So from square to linear, from cube to linear. Where am I going to use this thing? Everywhere. Okay. In fact, of all the tricks that you have learned, this is going to be the most critical trick. let us start by applying this everywhere. And once you do this, you can actually find that you can simplify things. So why don't we try a few questions? Okay. And on top of this, this tells you that you can convert it into cos square into 1 plus cos 2 theta, right? You may have also been given situations where you have a plus b plus c is 0 or pi by 2. Then what happens is, you know a plus b is minus c or pi minus c, right? So that means sine of a plus b will be sine of minus c. Cos of a plus b will be cos of minus c. So you will use this in combination with that. Now this is very powerful. It's going to be used a lot. This is something we already started using. So you will use this in combination. I'm not going to call this a separate trick, but the main point is you convert cos square into cos 2. Once you make it cos 2 theta, remember this is a constant, that is just a 2 theta. So you can play around. You know lots of formulas for cos 2a plus cos 2b. Right? Because you can write it as cos plus cos. What is that? 2 times cos of 2a plus 2b by 2, 2a minus 2b by 2. So you can use all of those formulas. So the main idea is that you have converted a cos square into this. Notice none of these formulas involve squares. They involve just cos a cos b. Therefore, it's a good idea to convert cos square into that form. Unless you are going to do cos square plus sine square. If you have more than one angle, that is a and b, it's a good idea to convert it into linear form. Basically, I'll call this a quadratic form. That's a linear form. Cubic form, linear form. Okay. So, convert it into linear form, you should be able to solve.